Hey, has it been a year and a half since I posted a YouTube video?
I guess it's been a little over a year and a half since I did a video, and really because I haven't done much to the truck. I have had 3 issues with the truck. 2 were kind of common, 1 really wasn't that common, and I'll go over that. But the 3rd one is a problem every GMC truck owner has, whether we know it or not. Before we get to that, I will show you one thing I did do that I forgot to mention, and there's a reason why, which we'll get to. That spring right there, that rubber composite spring, replaces the bump stops, and that does sit maybe about 1 inch off the plate on top of the axle. You know, we'll get to why I did that in a minute here. Just for reference, here's the original, about yay big. I don't know, it's maybe 3 inches. Let's see if I can get the camera in here a little better. It's probably about 8 inches, 8.5 inches. Let's go inside and review the issues I have had. We all know this one. This is the fun one, the safety recall. Crankshaft sensor might go kaplurts. And then also I had a module go out. Fuel pump control module failure. That was fun. Truck didn't start at all. Then we had an ABS light illumination, which was a parking wheel speed sensor, which turned out to be rear harness. I don't think this is the right invoice, but we had to find a rear harness for the truck. Turns out that wheel speed sensor and the parking sensor were linked to a bad rear harness. The rear harness, they said, was on back order, didn't know when it was going to come in. They called all around the country. In the computer, it said there was one in California at the dealership. They said they called a few times, left a few emails, never heard back. So I asked for the number. I called the dealership in California, begged and pleaded, found a nice guy named Carlos. I forget the name of the dealership. And they sent me the rear harness. Apparently the last one in the country I got, they installed it. Truck's running fine so far, so good for now. And don't get me wrong, I still love this thing. It's awesome. Got a lot of things with it and to it. You still got those fender flares. We got that little hood scoop, which is fake. I put the light bar up here. We'll talk about this in a minute, why those are here. We did put this rear roll bar on here. We got the tonneau cover. All in all, just lovely. Enjoy this truck a lot. But the 3rd thing, besides those 2 or 3 things I guess inside that we're talking about, what do we have here? So the 3rd issue we all have with our trucks, especially the AT4s and more especially the AT4Xs here. And I'll show you, bear with me. Let me walk around. It'll be all right. I'm almost there, hang on with me. Try to get the trailer in the background. I'll show you, it's right here, plain sight. And we don't know this is a problem until we know it's a problem, right? Right about here, combined weight of occupants and cargo must not exceed 543 kilograms or 1,196 pounds. I'm talking payload. And for those of you that don't tow much, this is more for you. Guys that have towed, and I've towed plenty before, but I never really paid much attention to payload. So that trailer there I just showed you is 5,200 pounds dry. And I bought it because of that. I was looking at larger ones first, but then I paid attention to this payload. The payload is you and your family, your cargo you have in your truck, anything in the bed of your truck, and whatever is hanging on the tail or the tongue of your truck on the hitch. Ford F-150s, most 1500s, anywhere from 1,500 on the low end to 2,000 pounds of payload. Well, we have these AT4Xs, right? Payload 1,200 pounds because we have skid plates. We have different types of suspension, which the suspension has a lot of travel, which is great for off-roading and comfort, sucks for towing. So the sumo springs I put in there, that is going to grab that back end from sagging so much. It's going to put compression on those on top of the axle and keep that back end from sagging. Plus, I have a weight distribution hitch, which I'll show you in a minute, which is very common when towing a trailer, that distributes weight off of the rear axle towards the front of the truck and back towards the rear of the trailer. Now, there's no moving, there is moving of the weight. There's no getting rid of the weight. So you're still carrying that payload, even if you can transfer some of it to the front of the truck. Meaning, the towing capacity of these things are great. You can tow about 8,900 pounds. That's 5,000 pounds. Loaded, it's probably 6,000 pounds. So trailering, towing 8,900 pounds, check. Gross vehicle weight rating between the truck and whatever I'm towing, I think is up somewhere near 15,000 pounds. Also great. The payload, however, super low on our AT4Xs, even the AT4s, even the 1500s, but especially these AT4Xs. So the sumo springs help keep the rear end up. Weight distribution hitch I have transfers weight to the front of the truck, because what happens when you get that squat, you got lightness in the front end, affects your steering, your braking, safety, even things like the headlights aren't directly facing forward. I had to do some serious calculations buying a trailer between me, the missus, the dog, gear we're going to take, safety equipment in the truck bed, and then the tongue weight of this trailer, which trailer manufacturers give you the weight dry, and usually it ends up 100, 200, 300 pounds more once you load it. So weight distribution is very important. I did get to where we are riding nicely with these springs and the distribution hitch. I think we are just underneath our max payload, but I'm running this truck dry. We've got everything loaded in the trailer specifically in different areas to keep the tongue weight where it needs to be. And the kicker, the tongue weight needs to be at least minimum 10% of the weight of the trailer. So if that's 6,000 pounds, I need at least 600 pounds on the tongue. If it's 7,000 pounds, I need 700 pounds. So, if you have any less, you're going to get trailer sway. The hitch does help with that. This is a long little monologue here about tone in general.
So I'm out of practice doing these videos and I'll just ramble on. So we'll end the video there and we'll see you next time. We'll do a little walkthrough and review of the trailer. We might even do some towing.